Madre John Madden, they call me Juanito, in Mexico, where I am now. And I want to make a note about resourcefulness. When my son was little, he was, like all kids, playing video games. His mom really didn't like that. And as I paid attention and listened in the background to things like Mario Brothers, what I realized that it was resourcefulness training. You'd go into a room and find what there would be helpful to you and what might be dangerous for you. So that's one of the ways I've learned to think about my own resourcefulness. I will put a link to a video where I track my development as a resourceful person from being basically helpless. Learned helplessness because my dad never taught me how to do anything, to a huge breakthrough when I traveled for 5 years in a camper van, where I had no mechanic around usually, no plumber, no nothing. I had to figure out how to do things on my own. And another thing that informed me of that was putting on my MacGyver hat. My friend Eric Freeman taught me to do that. If you don't have the right tool, what might be around here that would work like that tool? And I had to do that a lot in the camper van. So I'm going to share a pretty modest, but to me, it just struck me as a significant instance of that. In my hotel room here, I have a huge open window. Huge. In the U.S., no hotel would let you have an open window that you could jump out of, but they do in Mexico. Now, I'm a smoker, and I don't always want to go out of the building to smoke. Most Mexican hotels ask you not to smoke in your room. But if I stand here in this open window and blow my smoke out here, what's the problem, right? No, nothing. I started to worry about dropping my cigarette butts out the window. Would that be a bad thing? Then I realized that this yard over here, this patio, is fenced in completely. Even behind the hotel, it's fenced in. And living in that little house over there, casa, is a 103-year-old woman who doesn't go walking around the yard. So I started to get sloppy about dropping my cigarette butts out. I thought, no, it's not going to be a problem. Well, I don't like it in Mexico. They can't get American Spirit cigarettes. Most places. In the Riviera Maya you can, but no place else I've been. Now, I like my cigarettes strong, and I usually rip the filter off. So what I realized today was that American Spirit cigarettes do not have the chemical that helps a cigarette keep burning. But the Camels, Camel, that I'm smoking here, do. So if I have ripped the filter off and dropped that little piece of paper with a little bit of tobacco down there, it's going to burn itself out. Well, so I try not to think in terms of something ever going wrong. That's kind of dualistic. The beauty part of smoking American cigarettes, those little guys burn themselves out, and even if anybody walked around the yard, they wouldn't find anything. That may not be impressive to you, but it's muy interesante por mí.